All right, APC Governorship Primaries 2026. Winners, losers, and the political drama behind their emergence. Hello and welcome. The APC Governorship Primaries across Nigeria has produced surprising winners, dramatic withdrawals, consensus arrangement, and major political alignment ahead of a fierce battle to secure the 2027 governorship election across Nigeria. Today, we will examine the biggest stories behind the APC candidates who emerged and what their victory means for the general election. So, let's begin with the states that generated the biggest headlines. Rivers State. No APC primaries attracted more attention than Rivers State. For months, political observers expected a fierce battle involving Governor Similaye Fubara, former APC governorship candidate Tonye Cole, George Kelly, and Kingsley Chinda. Then, just before the primaries, everything changed. Governor Fubara announced his withdrawal from the race, saying peace, stability, and unity in Rivers State were more important than his personal ambition. Soon afterward, Tonye Cole and George Kelly also stepped aside. Their withdrawal completely transformed the contest. So, instead of a four-way battle, Kingsley Chinda suddenly became the consensus aspirant and eventually emerged as APC governorship candidate. The emergence immediately sparked debate. Supporters described it as a strategic move to unite the party before the election. Critics argued that the race eventually ended before voting began. Either way, Chinda emerged as one of the biggest beneficiaries of Rivers State political realignment. Now, right in Lagos State, Obafemi Hamzat. If Rivers State was the biggest drama, Lagos was the biggest political prize. The Lagos State governorship ticket is considered one of the most powerful political tickets in Nigeria. Obafemi Hamzat entered the race as a deputy governor and one of the most experienced figures in the state political structure. His main challenger, Olarewaju Jim Kamal, hoped to create an upset, but as the primary progressed, it became clear that Hamzat enjoyed overwhelming support from the party. He secured a landslide victory and emerged as APC candidate. Many analysts believe his years as deputy governor helped him build strong relationships across the state. The victory also reinforced the influence of established political structure in Lagos politics. Now let's head to Oyo State, where Sharafadeen Alli emerged as a candidate. Oyo produced one of the most competitive governorship primaries, unlike Lagos and Rivers, where favorites quickly emerged. Oyo featured numerous aspirants seeking the APC ticket. Sharafadeen Alli entered the contest facing several experienced politicians. Many expected the vote to be split among different camps. Instead, Alli dominated the exercise and emerged victorious. His supporters pointed to years of grassroots political work. His critics argued that the party leaders quietly aligned behind him. Regardless of this interpretation, his victory was one of the most impressive performances recorded during the APC governorship primaries. In Akwa Ibom State, Umo Eno emerged as a candidate. Akwa Ibom's story was different. Long before voting day, influential APC stakeholders has begun moving towards a consensus arrangement. That movement gradually strengthened Governor Umo Eno's position. By the time delegates prepared for the primaries, many observers already believed the outcome was becoming inevitable. Eno eventually emerged with overwhelming support. The major debate was not whether he would win. The debate was whether consensus politics has reduced competition within the party. His supporters called it unity. His opponent called it political engineering. Now in Benue State, Hyacinth Alia emerged as a candidate. Benue produced one of the strongest victories recorded anywhere in the country. Governor Hyacinth Alia faced challenges from Tawasi Obende, and Jeffrey Koran. Political observers expected a respectable contest. Instead, Alia dominated the primaries. His victory demonstrated the strength of incumbency and the support he recurrently enjoyed within APC structure across Benue State. The result sent a message to political challengers ahead of the general election. Now in Nasarawa State, Ahmed Aliyu Wadada emerged as a candidate. Nasarawa produced one of the toughest contests in the country. Unlike Rivers, where withdrawal changes the race, Nasarawa remained highly competitive until the end. Ahmed Aliyu Wadada faced several opponents, including former Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu. Many analysts predicted a close race. However, Wadada succeeded in building support across different blocks within the party and emerged victorious. His victory is significant because it came against well-known and influential rivals. In Borno State, Mustafa Gobio emerged as a candidate. Borno followed a different model. Instead of allowing discussion to deepen before voting, party leaders held consultations behind closed doors. Those discussions eventually produced Mustafa Gobio as the preferred candidate. When voting arrived, the contest was largely a confirmation of agreement already reached by stakeholders. Supporters viewed the process as mature political leadership. Critics argued that ordinary party members had limited influence on the final outcome. In Gombe State, Jaminu Gwama emerged as a candidate. Jaminu Gwama's emergence also reflected the importance of consultations. Before the primary, party leaders worked to reduce tension among competitive interests. The strategy succeeded. The primary was far less chaotic than many observers expected. By the end of the exercise, Gwana has secured the APC ticket. While in Kwara State, Abdul Fatai Yahaya Sariki emerged as a candidate. Kwara delivered one of the most fascinating stories. In a dramatic development, 8 governorship aspirants stepped down before the primaries. Their withdrawal immediately changed the political landscape. The beneficiaries was Abdul Fatai Yahaya Saraki. Supporters described the development as evidence of party unity. Opponents argued that the powerful interests had shaped the process behind the scene. Regardless of the interpretation, Saraki emerged stronger than any candidate could have hoped for. In Niger State, Mohammed Umaru Bago emerged as a candidate. Governor Umaru Bago benefited from overwhelming support among APC stakeholders. The primary was largely peaceful. There was no major controversy. His emergence demonstrated the influence incumbents continued to enjoy within the APC. While in Katsina State, Diko Rada emerged as a candidate. In Katsina, Governor Diko Rada also enjoyed broad support from party members. His path to victory was smoother than many other contests around the country. Party unity played a major role in his emergence, thanks to the unity amongst the power blocks. Now to the last state we have in our hands, Sokoto State. Ahmed Aliyu emerged as a candidate. Ahmed Aliyu's emergence reflected months of consultations among stakeholders. By the primary day, major decisions had already been resolved. This allowed him to emerge with strong backing from party leaders. So looking at all these primaries, 3 major lessons stands out. First, consensus politics is becoming increasingly important inside the APC. Second, incumbent governors remain extremely difficult to defeat. Third, party structure continues to play a major role in determining who eventually emerge. But the primaries are over. The real battles begins now. Which of these candidates will actually win their governorship elections? Which states are heading for fierce battles? And which APC candidate may face unexpected challenges from opposition parties? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.